Hi guys! So today's video is going to be kind of an unconventional unboxing. It's not a haul of new books that I've just recently bought. This is actually books that have been in storage for a very long time and I just recently got them out of storage. So I thought it would be fun and different to pull the books out of their boxes and just show them to you. I may not be able to lift up all the boxes because some of them might be too heavy, but this is the first one. It says Emily's Books on the top. I have already gone through these and eliminated some that I'm going to unhaul in a different video, so I have seen these books. I had to go through and see which ones were damaged and stuff, but I put them back in their boxes so that I could do this video and also so that it would be easier to carry up the steps. So we have Insurgent and Allegiant, the last two books in the Divergent trilogy, so now I have the whole trilogy again. I'm excited about that, even though I could do without this book, but I'm not going to get rid of it. We have the first two books in the Unearthly series, Unearthly and Hallowed. Cinder, which is really dusty, and yeah, I need to clean this off. The Unbecoming and the Evolution of Mara Dyer. Last three books in this box, the Maze Runner trilogy. So the Maze Runner, the Scorch Trials, and the Death Cure. On to the second one. So we have Silver Linings Playbook, which is one of my favorites, so I've missed having it on my shelf. Anatomy of a Boyfriend and Anatomy of a Single Girl, which are by Darius Nadowski. Catastrophic History of You and Me by Jess Rothenberg. The Iron Knight by Julie Kagawa. This next book I actually thought I'd gotten rid of and I was kind of upset, so I was really excited to find out that I had kept it. Memoirs of a Teenage Amnesiac by Gabrielle Zevin. Bind Up of the Chronicles of Narnia. Stealing Heaven by Elizabeth Scott, which I was actually considering getting rid of, but I want to keep it for nostalgia reasons because I loved this book when I was younger. And then we have this little book of Cecilia Ahern short stories, A Girl in the Mirror and The Memory Maker. So we're done with box number 2. Box number 3. This first thing in here is just this big ACT prep guide. I don't need this anymore, but my mom is actually considering going back to school, and if she does, she'll have to retake the ACT, so she wanted to keep this for herself. Of Mice and Men by John Steinbeck. Daughter of Smoke and Bone by Laini Taylor. Ashfall by Mike Mullen, which I really need to reread. I loved this book. So good. Anna Karenina by Leo Tolstoy. Left Behind by Tim LaHaye and Jerry B. Jenkins. I have more of these books, but I'm actually giving them to my grandfather to read, and I think I'm just going to let him have them, but he already has the first one, so I guess I'm going to hold on to this. I'm not really sure. Moving on to box number 4. First things I see here are my Mitch Albom books, which I've missed. We have Tuesdays with Morrie, The 5 People You Meet in Heaven, and For One More Day. The first two books in the Sisterhood series, Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants, and the second summer of the Sisterhood. One of my favorites, The Probability of Miracles by Wendy Wonder. 13 Reasons Why by Jay Asher. There's so many books, this is crazy. My Life Next Door by Huntley Fitzpatrick, which I'm really upset because I'm not sure if you can tell. Yeah, it's like it's bent. So I might have to replace this book, which I'm really not happy about. Brownies and Broomsticks and Bewitched, Bothered, and Biscotti. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep these, but I read them and I really liked them. So I don't know, I'm kind of conflicted about keeping them, but I decided to just keep them for now at least. Impulse by Ellen Hopkins. One of the most influential books that I've ever read. The Last Lecture by Randy Posh. Snowflower and the Secret Fan by Lisa C. Saving June by Hannah Harrington. Will Grayson by John Green and David Levithan. This is another one I'm not really happy with the condition. It's definitely bent up, but gonna keep it for now. Looking for Alaska by John Green. Burn for Burn by Jenny Han and Siobhan Vivian. Last in this box, we have two Katie McGarry books, Pushing the Limits and Dare You To. Now, this is the book that I was the most upset about the condition because this one's not easily replaceable. It's another one where the spine is pretty bent and the pages are bent, but this one is actually a personalized signed copy, so obviously this is not an easy one to replace, so I am keeping it. It'll have to do for now until I can meet Katie McGarry again, and then maybe I can have her sign another copy. I don't know. I don't even know what box we're on now. I haven't been keeping track, but this is it. It's a beer box. All of the books in here, with the exception of one, are my hardcover Harry Potter books, so I'm not going to pull each of those out I'll just show you. But the one thing that's in here that's not Harry Potter is my collection of Jane Austen 7 novels in the leather-bound edition. And then here are my Harry Potter hardcovers. So that's that box. This is the last box. It's really, really big. So, okay. Oh, yay! Okay. I have missed my books so much. Watership Down by Richard Adams. This is a very special copy to me. This was my grandmother's. So, happy to have that again. We have some Nicholas Sparks books. I'm not sure if these are the only ones in here. But we have Safe Haven, The Lucky One, and Knights in Rodanthe. Shatter Me and Unravel Me. Shatter Me is another one. I'm not happy with the condition, if you can see that. So I might have to repurchase this one. Found a couple more Nicholas Sparks. We have Message in a Bottle and The Last Song. The Pearl by John Steinbeck. Gone with the Wind by Margaret Mitchell, which is this massive paperback. That's very intimidating. That's probably the most intimidating book on my shelf. The End of Mr. Y by Scarlett Thomas, which I swore I was not going to keep this book because it's in horrible condition, and I bought it that way. I really want to read this book, and a lot of people have talked about this author and how amazing she is, so I'm going to keep it for now, but after I read it, I'm not sure if I will keep it. Push by Sapphire. The first bind-up in the Morganville Vampires series. Big Girl by Danielle Steele. The Twilight series. Princess for Hire by Lindsay Leavitt. The Trill trilogy by Amanda Hocking. The first one is Switched, Torn, and Ascend. Wither and Fever by Lauren DeStefano. Home, a memoir of my early years by Julie Andrews. Water for Elephants by Sarah Gruen. Fantastic book. And last but certainly not least, we have the Infernal Devices series by Cassandra Clare. So we have Clockwork Angel, Clockwork Prince, and Clockwork Princess. So that's finally it. I'm so excited to have all my books with me, and I don't have to worry about books being in storage anymore. I'm just really happy. So now I have the task of putting all of these books on my shelves. So that will be definitely interesting. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. Gone. Yeah. Oh my god, this one's messed up. Watership Down by Richard Adams. I think that's his name. Oh boy, what was that? What was that? Oh, I knocked over my Funko Pop. Poor Baymax. The Anatomy, what is it? We have Anatomy of a Boyfriend. Oh, boyfriend. Wow. I promise that's not how I say that word. Not normally. For a second, I thought I wasn't recording all this time. We have the first 2 books in the Unearthly. There's a lot of books. A lot of books. Starting to think I have a problem.